Business Central includes built-in Power BI reports that provide instant access to information held within your Business Central environment to key stakeholders in your business. And in this video, I'm going to walk through some of the out-of-the-box reports that focus on finance and sales and demonstrate how they will apply to industries such as manufacturing, to wholesale, to public sector, and to utility providers. I'm also going to show how these reports can be embedded and shared and even scheduled for automatic delivery to those key stakeholders. As a precursor to this, I just wanted to point out that the Dynamics 365 Business Central documentation has full details on how you can get set up to use Power BI within Business Central. It's a really great resource for administrators, for report creators, and for business users. And it runs through everything that you'll need to do, everything you'll need to provide to Power BI, and to get that two-way synchronization working between the two platforms. Central to any organization is finance, and it's easily one of the most critical areas of a business. Business Central includes built-in cash flow reports, which provide a very clear view of incoming and outgoing cash over a set period of time. So to pull up the statement of cash flows, we can use Alt-Q and type in statement of cash flows. And we can see straight away, go to reports and analysis, and we can view the setup for the report. So we can use the default values from the last time we ran the report. Our starting dates, our end dates, what GL budgets we want to add into the report. We can show the row numbers, alternating shading, balance lines, currency symbols, and so on. When we preview and close the generator, we can see very clearly and very quickly a view of our operating activities, our investment activities, and our financing activities. So for manufacturers, we can ensure that funds are available for material purchases and production costs. For wholesalers, maybe you want to track supplier payments and customer receipts to maintain stock levels. For public sector organizations, really looking at budgets aligning with spending forecasts. And for utility companies, you're managing cash flow from customer billing cycles and infrastructure investments. So while a cash flow report will give a historical and very much an operational view of cash movements, for short-term financial decision making, we really need to analyze liquidity KPIs. So this is where Power BI can start to play a role. So if we go into all reports and we open up our Power BI finance report, we'll get an initial overview of the financial health of our company, of our organization. There are various reports available within the Power BI application, and these pull information from your Business Central environment and show you things like income statements, balance sheets, budget comparisons, and what we were looking for here, our Liquidity KPI report. So the Liquidity KPI report will show you key financial ratios. And as I said, this is more relevant for short-term financial decision making, where we can measure whether short-term assets cover liabilities. We can exclude inventory to provide stricter liquidity testing with the quick ratios. We can show immediate cash available to meet our obligations with our cash ratio, and our working capital will show a real-time measurement of available liquidity. So this type of analysis will help businesses make faster, better data-driven decisions about spending, about investment, and about credit management. And so the next area that I wanted to look at is the sales reports pack. So the sales reports pack can be accessed in the same way. And what it does is provide visibility into revenue trends, into customer buying patterns, and product performance. So if we go down here to the sales report for Power BI, and this is relevant for manufacturers because it will track sales by product categories. So it'll help you align production with your demand. For wholesalers, you're maybe using this to identify best-selling products and customer ordering trends to optimize your stock levels. And in the public sector, you can provide analysis for grant allocations and service delivery. And equally for utilities, you're offering insight into customer billing, consumption, and overdue payments. So we can see our daily sales, our moving averages, our moving annual totals, our period over period growth, sales by item, which I mentioned earlier, sales by customer, and sales by salesperson. And equally, once we move back to our finance reports, we can see deeper insight into the financial performance of the business. So for manufacturers and wholesalers, maybe this is tracking gross margins, profitability by product line, and the general financial trends of the business. And for public sector and utilities, you're looking at cost tracking, income versus expenditure reports, and funding breakdowns. And all of these reports can be shared and embedded into dashboards across Business Central, making it really easy to access that key data. So moving across into Power BI, we can see that we're able to access all of these reports outside of Business Central. And one of the most powerful features is subscriptions, particularly where you have an organization where you have senior leadership that will be generally more interested in KPI-driven dashboards to enable them to make decisions. And these reports can be scheduled to be sent automatically to key stakeholders in the business. For example, we can set up a subscription to the profitability report that will be emailed to the senior leadership team, say every Monday morning. For manufacturers, weekly profitability reports to production managers could ensure better cost efficiencies. For wholesalers, you might want to send sales reports to leadership to track revenue performance or performance of field salespeople. For public sector, budget compliance reports sent to all of your finance teams. And for utilities, customer billing trends, so important to be sent to operational teams to monitor revenue streams. And what that looks like when it lands in the inbox is something like this. So you'll get the profitability report. You'll have the insight from the time that the report was created, and then you'll be able to open that report in Power BI to dig into the finer details. So as you can see, Business Central has a lot of built-in functionality for Power BI, and it removes a lot of the complexity of the reporting and real-time insights tailored to whatever industry you're working within. So whether that be manufacturing, wholesale, public sector, utilities, these reports give you the baseline to help you make better, more informed decisions. So if you'd like to discuss how Business Central and Power BI can transform reporting in your business, please feel free to get in touch, and I look forward to talking you through the next video.